From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. A long-distance rail study from the Federal Railroad Administration includes new maps showing two possible South Dakota passenger rail routes. The routes would run through Sioux Falls and Rapid City on a line connecting the Twin Cities to Denver, and through Sioux Falls on a line connecting the Twin Cities and Kansas City. The maps themselves represent potential routes, not planned ones. An organization based in Madison called All Aboard Northwest has pushed for the inclusion of South Dakota routes during the administration's regional meetings. South Dakota is the only state in the contiguous U.S. to have never had passenger rail service in the 5-decade history of Amtrak. South Dakota college and university students may see another tuition rate freeze. The latest revenue figures show the state's economy is still going strong, and sales tax collections are higher than the budget estimates. State Senate Majority Leader Casey Crabtree says that could mean a fourth straight freeze on tuition rates. Crabtree calls the tuition freeze one of the best tools we have to keep South Dakota kids in the state. In news from the nation and the world, Capital One Financial is buying Discover Financial Services for $35 billion, a deal that would bring together two of the nation's biggest lenders and credit card issuers. Discover Financial shareholders will receive Capital One shares valued at nearly $140 a share, according to a news release issued by the company's Monday. Discover shares closed Friday, trading at $110.49. Virginia-based Capital One was the 12th largest U.S. bank as of the third quarter. Illinois-based Discover was the 33rd biggest. Both banks have benefited from Americans increasingly using their credit cards, but have also needed to set aside more money to guard against defaults. Court records show that a man who died after fatally shooting two police officers and a firefighter in a wooded suburban Minneapolis neighborhood wasn't legally allowed to have guns. He also was entangled in a years-long dispute over the custody and financial support of his three oldest children. 38-year-old Shannon Gooden was the man who opened fire on police in the affluent suburb of Burnsville after they responded to a domestic disturbance call early Sunday. The caller reported that he had barricaded himself in his home with family members, including 7 children aged 2 to 15 years. He was found dead inside the home hours later. The United States has circulated a rival UN Security Council resolution that would support a temporary ceasefire in Gaza after rejecting an Arab-backed resolution. The Arab plan demands an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in the territory. The U.S. draft resolution would underscore that a temporary ceasefire as soon as possible requires the release of all hostages taken from Israel after Hamas's October 7th attacks. It also calls for the lifting of all restrictions on the delivery of humanitarian aid. The proposed resolution says Israel's planned major ground offensive in the southern city of Rafah should not proceed under current circumstances. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Sunny and a high of 56. Low tonight, 36. And that was your Daily Slice for Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jaquess. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.